Today we're checking out the new neighborhood stories in The Sims 4 by breaking up the straight couples of Willow Creek. And here's the sim that'll be doing it all, Gaye Agenda. As you can see, we're using the new Villainous Valentine trait, which means that she's dastardly, she's also romantic, she's evil, and she's non-committal. Gaye lives in a microhome across from none other than the Goth family residents, who of course will be our first targets. Now Gaye is going to work on her charisma skill while we wait for that sweet, sweet welcome wagon. And there she is, Bella has arrived, and here comes Mortimer with the fruitcake, perfect. Now that they've had a couple of drinks together, Gaye is starting to get to know Mortimer a little bit better. So the play here is that she's trying to do it peacefully at first, where she's going to convince Mortimer as a friend that he needs to break up with Bella. And if he doesn't go for that, well, then she's just going to steal Bella for herself. Since the welcome wagon ended, Gaye is now at the Humor and Hijinks Festival to meet some of her other neighbors. What Jeffrey is doing with these short shorts as his winter wear, I will never know. And we're going to do some mischievous interactions with Moira here to help with our skill level. What, Moira, we just got home from bullying you. Why do you want our opinion about being friends with Nancy Landgrab? Bella already dislikes us, and Mortimer is pretty indifferent. So today we're going to be working on that relationship with Mortimer. We can invite him over, maybe go in the hot tub. That's it, Mortimer. Be lulled into this false sense of security. I'll give him some relationship advice. Oh, where did he go? Okay, listen, Gaye. You're not supposed to seduce Mortimer. You're seducing his wife if this friendship doesn't work out. They're both feeling very flirty. This is not part of the plan. And they've officially become good friends. Every time Mortimer goes under the water, it freaks me out. I'm so scared something inappropriate's gonna happen between these two, as he's feeling very flirty. Alright, no better time than now. Listen, Mortimer, we've known each other for a total of almost 24 hours now, and I think I have some advice for you. That you should probably break up with your wife. Really? I guess you were not that great of a couple. I should just end it already. Okay, Morty. And that's all we needed him for, so we'll let him go home and see how that progresses. Alright, it's the next day and Mortimer is giving us a call. What? Hey, Gaye, I feel like trying something new and exciting. Something like changing careers. What do you think? Dude, are you not gonna update me about if you broke up with your wife? Let's tell him to do a new career. You're right, I should go for it. Okay, Morty, let's see what you go into. He was in the writing career before, but in Sims 2 lore, he's supposed to be a scientist, so it'll be interesting if he actually chooses that instead. And look who we have walking by today. Hey kid, what's up? And it looks like Mortimer's back at our door, so maybe we'll go home and give him a little chat, see if he has an update for us on the wife situation. Alright, Morty, let's hear it. Did you break up with her? There's no longer the option to try and break them up, which is a good sign, but it does still say that that's his spouse in the panel. And I don't want to take the chance of like asking him if he's single because that'll technically be a flirty interaction. So let's send Morty home so hopefully he can go break up with her again. Oh, we should see actually what his career is though to see if he made that change yet. So we can't even ask what his career is because we in theory know what it is, but he's still a writer. So these things must take a little bit more time. And knowing that it takes time for them to break up, we are now on to our next victims, the Spencer Kim Lewis family. After meeting Olivia out in the wild, it only seemed appropriate that we'd go and visit the random child we met 5 minutes ago. And there's the man of the hour, Eric Lewis. Time to meet your new best friend, Gaye. While we're here, we're also gonna meet his wife. Oh, she's leaving. No, Alice, come back. She's coming all the way back just to have a friendly introduction to the person who stormed into her house. Whoa, here it is. Mortimer, remember when you told me I could do better? Well, I took your advice and broke up with Bella. I mean, it still says that she's a spouse in the panel. But maybe we should go and pay the Goths a visit. But we are here at the Goth family house to figure out if it actually worked. I'm gonna knock on the door even though Mortimer's outside. Should we have a fist fight with Bella? It's kind of tempting. All right, Mortimer. You said you were single. Is that true, buddy? Oh yeah, it looks refreshed now. Now we're gonna fight Bella so we can get this grilled cheese. So that way we can get rid of our unbalanced meals quirk from eating all that fruitcake. Bella and Gaye now despise each other. We unfortunately lost the fight. I can't believe we lost a fight against Bella, but we did win the grilled cheese in the end. Now Bella's going to get a different snack since we just ate her lunch in front of her. Moira, what's up? I just want to let you know I followed your advice and chose not to spend more time with Nancy Landgrab. Okay. Calling to let me know that you changed absolutely nothing in your life. Thanks, Moira. And since we are one couple down, I think it's time we invite Eric over. Make an enemy? Well, it's perfect for Bella. Mortimer is already coming over again, dude. No, we just saw you. We just walked across the street. You gotta go home. Instead of knocking on our door, Eric decided to go into the lawn and pour himself a drink. So Gaye really finessed her way into breaking up the Goth family by really being a good friend to Mortimer. So now we're gonna test Eric a little bit by having a much lower friendship with him and still trying to see if he'll break up with his wife after being given the advice to do so from somebody that he's known for less than a day. All right, Eric, the ultimate relationship test. Will you break up with your wife of many years, mother of your child? And apparently you will. You're right, I can do so much better than her. I'm gonna break up with Alice tonight. Tonight? But you got less than 2 hours to make that happen. Let's go. So we'll send him home. Okay, Gaye has had this want to flirt with somebody for quite a while. We're gonna pin it since she has already interfered with 2 of the 3 couples that we had goals for this episode. I think she deserves to reward herself with some gay activity. So we're just gonna look for the first adult female sim. Mortimer, what's up, buddy? I did it, I got the job. Now my dreams are closer than ever. Oh, good job, buddy. Mortimer is an assistant dishwasher at Make a Dish. Who knew? Mortimer Goth wanted to be in the culinary career. Okay, so the first person that's come up here fits our criteria is Eric's mom. Is that too far? Oh, and now she wants to hot tub, woohoo. Not only are we here to destroy Eric's marriage, we're also gonna sleep with his mom. Sorry, Eric, but I think it does make sense that they become girlfriends after this. That way we can help Gaye along with her get caught cheating wants as well as her ex status. Great, well that's it for today, Vivian. See you later. Now it's time to check off our make an enemy with none other than Bella Goth. Whoa, we came over here to fight Bella? Meanwhile, the suggestions are pretty flirty? What? She accepted it? I did not expect that at all. So they could be romantic while despising each other. Also, why is she still in a bathing suit? Let's change out of that real quick. She's coming over here to seduce her in her bathing suit. And she's gonna give Gaye a rose too. I did not know this. Maybe I'm the last person on the face of the earth to know this about The Sims 4, that you can be absolutely at the max for hating each other and then also still success. What? Are they kissing? I'm pretty shook right now. But I also want to know, like, can we, if we become enemies, is that going to erase the romance? Or is the romance still going strong? Oh no, so there's still some. I saw it go down. Mortimer's just chilling, being like, oh, why is my good friend here flirting with my ex-partner? Meanwhile, these two were literally fighting, fist fighting in the kitchen the other day. Well, it's getting pretty late, so Gaye should head home and get some sleep for another day of ruining happy marriages. All right, Eric, remember when you told me I could do better? Well, I took your advice and broke up with Alice. Perfect. Now your wife is on the market. What people think about you matters, and I heard that somebody absolutely despises you now. It's making me question my own opinion of you. Mortimer, you're gonna let your ex-wife dictate our friendship? While I was hoping we'd run into all the couples organically, the Pancakes don't seem to leave their house. So we're here, we're gonna knock on the door, and we're gonna destroy a marriage. And since Eric was so easy to convince, we're gonna challenge ourselves here with only the cheerful introduction. Will Bob break up with Eliza? Vivian, hey, I heard you became enemies with Bella. God, that girl is a jerk. Thanks, Vivian. You're like supporting us.
Bobby.
You are right. Eliza and I are not a good fit for each other after all. I will talk to her. Bro. Bobbert, where did you go? Bobbert, buddy, are you doing it right now? What?
Hilpin needs Savara. Antimus? Oh, Dissideroy.
It's done. Eliza and I are no more. What the heck? Yo, does it get easier the more couples you do? Because that was too much. Okay, since breaking up the pancakes was suspiciously easy, we're gonna have a bonus couple here and we'll go for the land grabs, our friends from the Humor and Hijinks Festival. Now, I am assuming that this will be harder to do because Jeffrey here is a family-oriented sim and we barely know this man. So we're not even gonna do any interactions, we're just gonna go straight for it and try and convince him to break up with Nancy. Which apparently we have to go downstairs in order to do. Oh, we're going into the bedroom to discuss this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna... He just needed to take a seat for this one. So here we go. Oh, I don't think he agrees. We don't need your opinion about our relationship. Thank you very much. Oh, Jeffrey's the only good one here. Okay, Jeffrey. Well... the rules go, if Gaye can't convince you, then she's gonna have to convince your wife in a different way. All right, Nancy. And she takes the bachelorette rose. I actually do think that this couple makes a little bit more sense than her and Jeffrey anyway. Leaves Gaye to go make out with Jeffrey upstairs. Okay, dude, you can't get in the way, so we're gonna have to freeze you. This is inappropriate. Please stop. I didn't know freezing people's husbands was inappropriate. Nancy, it's for the best. Mortimer, listen, buddy. We don't got time to hang out with you anymore. Okay, for real, is this not a cuter couple than her and Jeffrey? Uh-oh, Vivian. What? Yo, there is something broken here. So I found a ring in Gaye's bag. Gaye being our sim. I think she's going to propose to me. I don't know what to do. What should I say? Yes? No? God. I'm gonna say yes, do it, because this is supposed to make them engaged right after, and I want to see if it's gonna work. Yeah, now they're soulmates and engaged. All while she's having an affair with Nancy Landgrab in the literal seconds. And we'll make the relationship official as girlfriends. Oh no, Nancy's going to work. Okay, no, I need to test. So the test is whether or not the caught cheating thing works on the other person's significant other, or if it's only counting towards Gaye's significant others. Let's do a passionate kiss right in front of Jeffrey's frozen body. Does that work? I'm not sure it counted because he's frozen. He can't react, I guess. I guess we need to crack him open. And then we'll try that again. Okay, round 2, Nancy. You ready? Just walks downstairs. Okay. We really gotta, like, put it in his face here? Alright, we just scandalized Malcolm. Jeffrey doesn't even care. He's just storming away. Oh, is he back? Just back to use the computer. Okay. Okay, he finally seems to be having a reaction to them interacting, but it does not count towards the get caught cheating. I wish that it did, but I do see there is convinced to leave spouse under romance, so we're gonna go with that one. Really the perfect outfit for you to break up with your husband in. Gaye has convinced Nancy to leave her spouse. Oh, and Jeffrey is slapping. I guess Nancy can't do it on an empty stomach. And Gaye has already taken Jeffrey's side of the bed. Eric, I heard you got engaged. Congratulations, I'm so excited for you and Vivian. Alright, he's ready for Gaye to be his new mom. And with that, Gaye has accomplished everything she set out to do in this episode and then some. She's broken up all the couples of Willow Creek and also a bonus couple of Oasis Springs with the land grabs. If there's a straight couple you'd like to see Gaye Agenda break up, leave me a comment down below and we'll see if there'll be an episode 2 of this.